Alright friends, today we are going to be starting our Romero Britto inspired pumpkins. Some of the things that you might have noticed when you were learning about his style of artwork is that he uses lots of lines, lots of patterns, and lots of really fun, bright colors in his artwork. So those are things we're going to keep in mind as we are working on our own artworks today. We're going to start this project by drawing our pumpkin. And to do the pumpkin, we are going to start with a big oval in the middle of our paper. So this oval, I know that does not look at all like a pumpkin, but it will. This is just the start of our pumpkin. So once we have this oval drawn, we are going to make two more curved ovals on this side, or curved lines rather, on this side. So I'm going to put one here, and another there, and then we're going to do the same thing over on this side. One and two. And then the last thing up here at the top is we are going to need a stem for our pumpkin. So now we have this big pumpkin in the center of our artwork. In the background, we are going to add lots of lines to divide up this background. Your lines can be straight, they could be curved or zigzag. I'm going to put one out this way. Maybe I'll do a zigzag here. We'll do a curved line here. And I'm going to skip. I'm actually going to bring that curved line back down there. And then maybe another straight line back over here. Maybe I'll do one more right there. So these sections in the background are going to be different patterns. So each one of these spaces is going to be a different pattern that we will put in there. Once we have our pumpkin drawn and ready for our patterns and colors, and we have our background all divided and ready for patterns and colors, the next thing we need to do is we are going to be tracing this with a black marker. Usually we would use a normal Sharpie like this, but Romero Britto, he used lots of really thick, big black lines in his artwork. So we're going to use a bigger permanent marker. This is still permanent, which means that if you get this on your clothes, it is not ever coming off. So please be extremely careful with your marker. But we are going to use our marker, and we're going to hold it at an angle so that we use the wide side of the marker tip to begin tracing. So I'm going to go really super slow to make sure that I'm staying on my pencil lines. Just like this. Now, with a normal Sharpie, we would sometimes have what we call bleed through, which is when your Sharpie marker goes through to the other side. With a big black marker like this, that definitely happens. So please do not write your name on the back of your artwork with this marker. You can use a pencil for that. Now that we have our pumpkin, I'm going to make my lines in my background. Okie dokie. And I think I want to add a little stem and leaf over here on my pumpkin, so I'm going to switch back to my pencil for just a second. I'm going to make a leaf And I'm going to put just a little curved stem right there, or a little kind of vine, I guess we would call that. And again, tracing with that big black marker, just like that. Once we have this done, that will be it for today. We are going to work on some patterns, getting some ideas for patterns that we will put in here, and we will start adding those patterns next time. Oh, we do need to, I almost forgot, after we trace with a Sharpie, we always have to erase our pencil lines. So I got off my pencil line pretty wide right there. So I'm going to go ahead and erase those mistakes that I made and just clean up my artwork a little bit to make sure that all of my lines look nice and neat and crisp and clear. Got a little bit of a mistake here too, so I'm going to go ahead and erase that. Okay, and now we are ready for our next step next time, which will be to add patterns into our project.